that the Russian Navy is on the verge of adopting the 3M-22 Zircon anti-ship hypersonic missiles has sparked comments in the Western media, almost panicky in tone. In support of this news, the Russian Navy conducted another test of the latest hypersonic missile on November 28, which should soon be in service with the Russian fleet. The test launch was from the frigate Admiral Gorshkov, the flagship of Project 22-350, which is part of the Northern Fleet. Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu called the maneuvers successful. Combat use has confirmed adherence to the stated characteristics. The simulated enemy was destroyed by a direct hit. This is about another modification of the Russian Zircon missiles. It is a 3M-22 hypersonic anti-ship cruise missile, capable of reaching speeds of up to Mach 9, that is, up to 11,000 kilometers per hour, and is capable of maneuvering in flight. It's virtually impossible to intercept it not only because of its high speed, but also because it moves along a complex and unpredictable path. The missile has a mass of about 400 kilograms. The warhead could be armed with a nuclear charge with a power of up to 1 megaton. One volley from this monster can annihilate a territory within an 8-kilometer radius, which is especially daunting to the Pentagon, as this missile can destroy an entire aircraft carrier group with a single precision strike, the enemy's group. In addition, if needed for ground target attacks, any potential enemy's naval or air base can be wiped out in a matter of minutes. For several months now, the Biden administration has been pushing its engineers who are struggling to make any progress in hypersonics. Western specialists, analyzing the worth of the new Russian missile, underline that its features pose serious difficulties for interception by even broadly promoted systems like Aegis. It's not only about the colossal speed of 8 to 9 Mach at which the Zircon soar. American military outlets suggest that to ensure radar stealth, Zircon can generate a plasma stealth shield, and moving at cruising speeds, the hypersonic Zircon can cover a distance of 1,000 kilometers in 5 to 6 minutes. No defense system used by the American naval fleet is capable of reacting to such a jump, which suggests, given that the Zircon can hit land targets, its deployment on the Russian Pacific Fleet's ships could substantially alter, so to speak, the balance of power in this region in favor of Russia. Tensions rose even further after the Vesti Nedeli program was broadcast on the Rossiya 1 channel, reporting that in case of a threat from the American side, 5 can become Zircon's targets. Military decision-making centers in the U.S. The Pentagon, the Government Control Center in Camp David, the Presidential Command Center at Fort Ritchie, and the McClellan Joint Chiefs of Staff Command Center for Strategic Offensive Forces, as well as the Nuclear Command Center on the west coast of the U.S. If we, without violating anything or disturbing anyone, simply deployed our submarines in the oceans with 40 Zircon missile launchers on each submarine, then the very decision-making centers that Russian President Vladimir Putin spoke about become within reach of Russian hypersonic weapons, as noted on the broadcast. Let me remind you, the Russian leader earlier addressed the Federal Assembly stating that Russia would need to deploy weapons that could be used against territories hosting decision-making centers for threatening missile systems. NATO saw this statement as a direct threat. It is believed that hypersonic weapons development plays a key role in the competition between Russia, the US, and China, as there is currently no defense against them. The Japanese